Have you guys ever done that for Halloween? Chevy Chase?
No, but it is a good idea.
You should keep that in your back pocket because that would win awards. All right, and here we go. It is time for another episode of Cash's Top 5. It's the kind of the late night edition right now. We're kind of doing this after hours. The kids are put to bed and the world is a little quieter right now. We're going to record. We have a fun one. Nina Criscuolo joining me today. How are you doing, Nina?
I'm good. What's up, Cash?
Oh, not a whole lot. Just getting through the school year. And, that's kind of the thing we have in common, really. Over the past year or so, we both have made big life changes. And I want to talk about that a little bit. I want to make sure we plug all the new ventures you're getting into. You kind of left the broadcast TV side. I left the professional commercial side of radio, and we're kind of doing different things now. And yeah, what have you been getting into?
Yeah, so this was a huge life choice for me. A lot of thought. I would say this has been something I've been processing for years, probably. And then within the last 6 months, started to actually think maybe this is the time and a reality. So I stepped away from Wish TV to pursue a couple things. One, a videography business specifically for births. So I know that seems a little different to some people, but I'm really passionate about supporting women through labor and delivery. And I love the video side of news. And so I have a new business called Blue Egg Birth Stories. We're all over social, and I'm super excited about that. And in the midst of planning for that, my husband and I discovered a selfie museum franchise that really interested us. It got us excited, and there's nothing like it here in Indiana. So we are opening Selfie World Indy, hopefully soon. We have so much going on right now. We're going through the permit process and working with architects and contractors and things I know nothing about. And I have to Google everything all the time to try to sound knowledgeable, but it's just what I needed in my life right now, a pivot to something completely different, where I'm learning and excited and motivated and pushing myself. And I'm excited to see where we are 6 months from now, a year from now, 5 years from now, after we made this really scary move. So make sure to find us on social, Selfie World Indy, and World is WRLD, no O, and then Blue Egg Birth Stories.
Awesome. I love it. Using some of the, the skills you've learned along the way to really do what you're passionate about. I really love that. So while we kind of have that in common, that we have recently left careers, we could not be more different in the world of dance, where you have lots of rhythm and are very coordinated. You've done, like the celebrity Dancing with the Stars. I'm the guy, the wallflower standing in the corner. Hopefully nobody asks me to dance. But you wanted to rank our top 5 dance videos, which we kind of broadened to music videos, right?
Yeah, and I'm actually glad we did, because I feel like there's at least one on my list that I would not have included if we did just dance music videos. But I think that you will see that dance did influence my choice on what are my favorite top 5 music videos. I wasn't going off like the expert lists of the top music videos of all time, but the ones that stick out for me and I always thought were awesome.
Yeah, no, that's the best part, is the ones that mean a lot to you. Obviously, I'm sure Rolling Stone and all these other publications have their own top 20, top 100, music videos of all time. And there are some really great ones, but there are some ones that obviously mean a lot to us. And so let's go ahead and kick it off. Nina, we're ranking our top 5 favorite music videos of all time, some dance, some not so dance related. What do you have at number 5?
Okay, number 5. Weapon of choice, Fatboy Slim. Do you remember that?
No, you're gonna have to explain. I mean, there's millions of music videos, so I'm hoping I will have heard of some of them.
Well, it's Christopher Walken tap dancing. So what wouldn't be amazing about that?
Oh man, okay.
It's so good. This is one that has always stuck out to me as a dancer, but is just like super weird and off the wall, kind of quirky. And he's in like a hotel or apartment building, something like that. And super high energy, kind of crazy. Well, it's Fatboy Slim. So we know that that feel, but it's a great
Yeah.
music video. What's your number 5?
So my number 5, it's kind of crazy. Like I literally just remembered one that I had forgotten until just now. So
Uh-oh,
I'm
are you
like,
making a swap?
I'm making a swap. I can mention them in the honorable mentions, but one of them's gonna come out right now. So yeah, my number 5 for you is it was a pop-up video, so that's why I got to see it when I was a younger guy. But it's Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Don't Come Around Here No More.
Okay.
And it's Alice in Wonderland themed. You know, Tom Petty already kind of has that kind of look with the long hair. So he's the Mad Hatter with his top hat that he normally wears. And then it's just kind of, I don't know if you have the right recreational additives to your evening, it makes for a really fun video. But it's a great song and it's super fun and it really kind of holds up because the bright colors and the patterns and the schemes, the things, kind of everything comes back around. You know, like I've noticed students of mine, you'll see younger kids. You know, the 90s look is kind of coming back with the grunge and the concert tees. So I can see that one being fashionable again. So yeah, Tom Petty, Don't Come Around Here No More is a good one.
Pop-up video, like wasn't that just the jam when we were kids? Because there was no like YouTube to just plow through music videos or different things. So you would just turn that on and learn all these weird facts about how they made the video and the song, and then just random things about what's in the music video. It was the best. I don't know if it exists anymore, but it should. It's great. Okay.
Yes.
Number 4, here it goes again. Okay, go.
Okay, so that's the one that just got bumped off the list.
No, yay!
Yeah,
I'm
so
glad that you had it on your list.
We're on the same wavelength there because that is such an amazing video. I'll let you talk about it.
Yeah, so I think they have 8 treadmills, and there's 4 dudes, and it's a super high energy, fun song. Actually, I watched it today to show my kids because we do watch music videos every once in a while because I love dance so much, and so I showed it to them. And it's these 4 just like, they totally look uncoordinated. I mean, this is not like a boy band at all. And they have this amazing dance routine on these treadmills while they're running in different directions. And they keep going like forward and back and across and under on the treadmills. And it's so cool. It's so low budget. Like they have this like foil background. It's amazing.
It's one of those videos where you're watching it, it's really impressive and you can't help but think, how many takes did this take? How much practice and rehearsal time? Because that is not easy to hit those steps when you've got the treadmills and you know the in sequence doing it together. The synchronicity is really impressive.
Yeah, we should mention that this is one of those music videos that's all in one clip. This is not like fancy where there's multiple cameras going and moving around. It literally looks like they set up a camera on a tripod and just did it themselves.
Which is amazing. The best. Yeah. Oh man, I'm so glad you picked it so I don't feel as bad now. Okay.
Okay, good.
So my number 4 for you, honestly, it was the first one I thought of when we thought about doing this list because it's always stuck with me, but I don't have it higher because there are some other ones that are just a little more favorite for me. But my number 4 is Peter Gabriel, Sledgehammer. Wonderful song. It's a claymation stop motion kind of video where it's his face and it goes through all these weird contortions. Like I can't really explain it, but it kind of looks like abstract art. But it's claymation stop motion of his face singing the song, and it, you know, his face gets pummeled, and then there's these flowers and fruits and stuff that kind of go floating around. It's kind of a really cool video.
I'm going to have to look this up. I don't remember this one.
Well, that's kind of the best part about this episode is we are going to have homework for, like, you're going to have videos you want to look up. I'm going to have videos that I want to look up yours. And then whoever's watching or listening is going to be like, okay, I've never heard of that. I got to go look that up. But yeah, Peter Gabriel. I was not a fan of Peter Gabriel's Genesis. I like Genesis when Phil Collins kind of took over. But Peter Gabriel solo has some bangers, and Sledgehammer, great video.
No pun intended. Bangers, Sledgehammer. That was very smooth.
No pun intended, I promise.
Okay, here we go. Number 3. This is my one on the list that it has nothing to do with dance. I just have always loved this song and this music video. And if I'm having a bad day and I hear this song, it's completely turned around. You Can Call Me Al by Paul Simon.
Oh man. Oh, that's such a great pick. I didn't think of that, but no, oh man, I might have to swap some stuff out around.
So you remember this? Chevy Chase is in there, and Chevy Chase is a obnoxiously tall man, if you didn't know that he's tall. And Paul Simon is small.
Little guy.
And so it's like me and my husband dancing together.
And
true, if you don't know this song, it is such a feel-good, happy song, classic, like Paul Simon. And I don't know, we've always loved that song like as a family. I remember it as a little kid, so it had to be on my list.
Well, how iconic is that like riff? That like it just makes you want to dance. Like you can pretend you can play the trombone, but you can't. Like he's in the video with the trumpet or whatever. Have you guys ever done that for Halloween? Chevy Chase?
No, but it is a good idea.
You should keep that in your back pocket because that would win awards for amazing costume contests if you guys did that.
Yes.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah, I'll be Paul Simon.
Man, you can call me out. That's such a good pick. Okay. So I had Tom Petty at number 5. I had Peter Gabriel at number 4. My number 3 is a personal choice. It will not be a mass appeal fan favorite, I'm pretty sure. But Metallica's One is my number 3.
Yeah.
A little dark. It's a song about a guy who loses his limbs in war and the tragedy of war, and he can't speak or communicate it. It's the hell that you feel from that. And so it's clips from a movie that's based on, to clips of in a dark room with strobe light, the band just rocking out, and I'm like, it's one of my favorite songs of all time. And the video is just such a vibe that I had to include it.
So was that like an emotional music video for you?
Yeah, it really is, because it was one of the first times. One is one of those songs that when the first time I heard it, it's like, oh my God, I can't believe music can sound like this. I've never heard anything like this before. And when you see the music video, it's scary, but not in a horror way. It's kind of like you don't want your mind to think what would that really be like if you couldn't speak, you couldn't see, you couldn't hear, you're limbless, but you're still alive. Like, I don't want to think about that too much. And then just the awesome riff, like it builds up to this crescendo and they're just headbanging. And I had that teen angst, the first time I heard it, I'm like, I hate everybody too. It just culminated into this video that stayed with me, and I love it still to this day.
Oh gosh, I totally get it. Okay, well, I feel like you're going from like dark to I'm going to like pop music.
Good. We need it.
Okay, I feel like as a dancer, I could not make a top 5 list without Single Ladies.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Now, if I'm at a wedding, I'm kind of like over Single Ladies. It's like been done. We heard it so much. And
a lot.
Like, it's not as much the song, but that music video, that dance is epic. And again, it's one of those that if it isn't the whole way through, and I think it is, it's one camera shot, maybe until just a couple close-ups right toward the end, but it is incredible, the like athleticism out of those 3 women that do that dance. And it's one of my favorites, and I think it has to be on my list.
Have you seen the video that it's based on?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can pull this up. Like, I've never done this before. I'm gonna try to mute it so it's not taken down. But this is the video. I think it's a Mexican trio. I don't know if you can kind of see that. It's a little bright there. I'm trying to angle that right.
That's incredible.
But it's from the 60s, I think. If you can't tell, it's kind of 60s, 70s kind of vibe. But that's that's where they got the kind of dance from. Look at that.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
It's so cool.
And that just goes to show that like no necessarily original. We are all and it said that at the top of that. We are all inspired and music is the same way. At this point, you know, there's nothing that's just like completely original, but they kind of made it their own and did something new with it. That's really cool.
Absolutely. Taking it to the next plateau, because even though those ladies back in the 60s originated that is Beyonce's video. That's Beyonce's song. Like that's, you can't take that away. So I just always thought that was kind of cool. I was watching a show and they're like, what did this turn into? And they show this dance of these three kind of goofy older ladies. I'm like, what is this? And this is Single Ladies. I'm like, oh my God, it totally is.
That's incredible. I did do a comedy show in Arkansas. It's a thing with all journalists, kind of like SNL format. It's to support the Society of Professional Journalists in Arkansas. And it's a comedy thing based on current events in Arkansas. And we did all the jilted ladies. And it was about all the women getting cheated on, like in the public at that time. And we dressed up and wore heels and did a similar dance and sang. We actually performed in this show, and it was all the jilted ladies.
That is fantastic. And I think that's like right up your alley. That's all of your kind of interests, you know, performance, dancing, journalism, like all in one. That's great.
Yeah.
Man,
okay. Number 2 for you.
Number 2, which was my number 1, but now it's my number 2, is Jamiroquai, Virtual Insanity.
Yes.
Which was huge on VH1 back in the day. It was a pop-up video, but it ran because it was like a top 40 hit. And he had like the 90s tall Dr. Seuss hat, you know, the big jewelry, the I don't know what you'd call where the top matches the bottom, like kind of the track kind of uniform, the track suit or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's him moving around the room where the room is moving around him, but he's moving back and forth and all this stuff without actually moving. It's really impressive how they did it. I kind of saw behind the scenes of how they actually shot it. It's insane that they were able to pull it off, but it's very cool.
That is a cool music video. I do remember that. I remember watching it on VH1. We are aging ourselves slightly.
Just a little. I mean, I saw it on TikTok. That's where I saw it. Please, I'm cool. I'm on TikTok.
I did when we decided on this topic and I started to think about it and research a little bit to see if I would like jolt my memory on any music videos that I would want to include. I saw that we are almost to the month on when MTV launched 40 years ago. So we're just super timely with this topic, Cash.
Wow.
You know, yeah.
That is
and neither of us were there, just for the record.
True.
Not even close.
We're not. Okay. Number 1. And it speaks to just how many great music videos there are, because my honorable mention list is kind of long. I'm sure yours is too. Fat Boy Slim at number 5. We've got OK Go at number 4. Paul Simon featuring Chevy Chase, maybe a little bit. You can call me out. Beyonce's Single Ladies at number 2. I have a guess for what number 1 is, but we'll see if I'm right or wrong.
I bet you will have the artist correct, but not the music video.
Okay. All right. I'm intrigued. Nino, what do you have at number 1? Number 1 favorite music video of all time.
Yeah. So wait, who's the artist? Who's the artist? I feel like you can guess.
Janet Jackson?
Close.
Oh,
Michael.
Okay. So Michael. Oh,
yeah, it's Michael, but it is not Thriller.
It's not Thriller.
It is not Thriller. Thriller is incredible, but it is not my favorite. I've never been like a Halloween zombie spooky person anyway. So it's just not right on my wavelength. It is Michael Jackson, and it is my favorite music video of all time. I love it so much. I didn't even have to think about it. Remember the Time.
Oh my God. I got to look this up. Oh my God. Remember the Time is your number 1.
So it features Eddie Murphy and Magic Johnson. Huge Michigan State fan here. Awesome.
Yep.
And it's another one of his kind of longer little mini movies. And it has this incredible group Egyptian style thing.
Look at that.
Yes, it's so good. And so I did show it to my kids once. And you may remember, like, Michael Jackson does his spin move and then like dissolves into sand at the beginning, and then like comes back up, and that's when he starts dancing in his little Egyptian outfit. And when I showed it to my kids, one of them goes, "Why'd that man just turn into a lady?" Use the term lady.
He's being a gentleman. He's being polite. Yes. Oh my
It's
God,
so
that's
good.
funny.
Yes.
Oh man, that's really funny. That's such a obscure number one.
I know.
I really thought you were gonna go Janet in Rhythm Nation.
Mm,
Because that's
that's in my
so
honorable mentions. I love Rhythm Nation. They do the five. Wait, it's like this: 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It has the weird 3.
and they get in
5, 4,
get in
3,
formation.
2, 1. Yeah. Boom.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I can do the dance for you if you want.
And that's I'm so bummed because you can, and I
Even
can't
if it
do a
with
dance at all.
Janet, it would have been Rhythm Nation, or Scream was such a good music video with Michael
Yeah.
Jackson and Janet Jackson.
You know, I'm glad you said that about Thriller because it is a favorite, obviously, but to me, that's like almost a full length. That's a movie. That's
Yeah.
a short film as far as
Mhm.
music video goes. I will say production value, iconic status. That is definitely one that will probably rank in the top 5 on the all-time lists, but these are our favorites, of course.
Mhm.
So I had Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Don't Come Around Here No More, number 5. Sledgehammer, Peter Gabriel, One from Metallica, Jamiroquai's Virtual Insanity. And I can't believe I didn't think of this one because it is my number one. I just had a brain fart and left it off. But my number one music video of all time is the Black Keys, Lonely Boy.
Wow.
It's
That's
such a
interesting.
it's a great song. And the whole video it's not too dissimilar from OK Go, because it's all one take. It's literally just a guy, I think working at a hotel or a motel. It's just a guy standing outside of a motel door window. It's him dancing to the song the entire time. It shows
Oh
nothing.
gosh.
There's a window behind him, and at one point, there's somebody kind of peeks through the blinds to see what they're doing, sees that they're doing something, and shuts them real quick. But it's literally just a guy dancing in one shot, and it's my favorite video of all time. It's
It's just a
so good.
random dude. Like he didn't end up being famous in another way, like Courtney Cox or something
No.
like that. You know?
Glory days. We didn't even mention Glory days. No, I don't think this guy went on to do anything. I could be wrong. But
We need
I
to
gotta
look
wait
him
for
up.
this ad to stop playing. Yeah, like he's outside this office and the tune starts and it's just him dancing the whole video. It's amazing. So simple. This guy is just so great. The
Oh
whole video.
wow.
Yeah.
I wonder if it was
gets into it.
choreographed or if they were like just jam out.
I feel like they
whole
were like,
song.
just do your thing and we're gonna roll and that's it. Like I'm so glad. So yeah, those are
That's
our
what
top
somebody
5.
needs to do to you, just make you jam for a whole song.
See if something good comes out. Okay, so honorable mentions. We mentioned Rhythm Nation. Which ones didn't quite make your cut?
Okay, so yeah, I always liked Rhythm Nation and Scream. I was really trying to pick like a favorite Britney, Christina Aguilera boy band era. I mean, that's so my era.
Bye bye
And
bye.
yeah, I know, Bye 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 stuck out to me, and I couldn't just like pluck one out and put it ahead of any of these. But that whole era of music videos, because that was the TRL generation where we came home from school and watched music videos. So they were all like done big and expensive and great dances and like super hot people in them. That was what it was like all the time. So those are, I mean, that whole generation was good. A pop-up video that kept coming into my mind was Meatloaf, I Would Do Anything for Love.
Oh wow. Yeah, I remember that one. That's a good
right
one.
with the like bed floating up in the air and like
Yeah. Oh man.
so yeah.
A lot of great ones from pop-up video. Along that same line, the late 90s, early 2000s, the pop time. This is a being 13 years old, a boy at the time, discovering the lady folk in the world. The Lady Marmalade video with Pink
Oh
and
yeah, all
Maya
the
and Lil' Kim,
big
Christina Aguilera.
hair and yeah.
Big fan of that music video. Don't know that I could sing the song, but I love the video.
Yeah.
And I didn't count this one because I don't think it is technically a music video. And I didn't want 2 Jamiroquai songs in my top 5 with Canned Heat, but the Napoleon Dynamite dance at the end of the movie, if that were a music video, if that technically counts as a favorite. Gangsta's Paradise, Coolio, and LV. The side portfolio shot of the guy singing and sweating just and Michelle Pfeiffer trying to look like a badass sitting backwards on the chair in front of Coolio,
Yeah.
like from
We're
Dangerous
missing
Minds.
some good ones like Rain by Missy Elliott. Like that's a good music
Ooh.
video.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else am I trying? I feel like we left Madonna off the list. Of course, there's some iconic ones there. They just don't stand out as one that I like would want to find on YouTube and watch because I'm miss it. You know, like I can't think of one that I would do.
So there are a couple of terrible ones. And if this is where it's really homework time.
Yeah.
In fact, I can't remember what the name of the song is. It's from the late 70s, early 80s. I think the girl's name is Danny. I can't remember the guy's name. They're foreign. It's from like Sweden or Norway. And Wanna Love You Tender, I think is the name of the song. But if you just YouTube worst music video ever, that's the one that comes up. And it's like a sci-fi Grease music video where he's the Danny and she's the Sandy. And then there's these weird cheerleaders doing pantomime dances in the background. It's so dumb, but it's so great. And Casey from Casey and the Sunshine Band had a song called Give It Up. And his record label didn't want him to release it. They didn't want to have anything to do with it, but he was so into it that he financed it himself. And it's one of the cheapest videos. It's like some dry ice fog is coming up with two dancers behind him. And it's just him shuffling back and forth the entire video. We got to look those up. Those are a lot of fun.
Yeah, maybe that's another topic sometime we can do.
The worst videos of those are my 1 and 2. And not worse because they're so bad that they're good. That's the
right.
They're
exactly.
So
yeah.
Nina, thank you so much for taking the time to do this top 5. This was a lot of fun. Again, let's plug Selfie World, the videography. Where can people find you? Where can they follow you? Give us all that again.
Yeah, so TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, find Selfie World Indie. It's selfie, typical spelling, WRLD, Indie. We should be opening this fall in Indianapolis in the Traders Point area. It's going to be an incredible 6,000 square foot selfie museum. We're so excited about it. And then Blue Egg Birth Stories. I am a certified doula and I provide videography for births, whether in hospitals, at home, whatever you choose. I would love to support you during that journey of becoming a mom.
Fantastic. Well, thank you again for taking the time, and we will definitely talk to you soon, okay?
Okay, see you later, Kash.